Welcome to Mary Sue's and You, where once upon a time my friends and I all created our very own Sailor Moon Mary Sue's. The terrible fanfic that I am about to inflict upon you was written by several authors, all on a shared floppy disk. This is their story. The Sailor Stars had been reunited, the Princess of Light had been found, and the evil Queen Beryl and her Negaverse had been destroyed completely. The world was safe again. Duh. And after the final battle, the brave Sailor Stars returned to their daily lives with no memories of their previous encounters. 2 peaceful years passed, but soon a new threat loomed on the horizon. A powerful, deadly enemy, far deadlier than anyone could imagine, even in their most violent nightmares. So, this begins Sailor Stars D, the drama. Written sometime in 1995 by my friends and I. Some names have been changed to protect the guilty parties. In a distant galaxy, there lived an evil prince who craved absolute power. He wanted it more than anything in the universe. He was heartless and cared for no one except himself. His name was Darkspire, Prince Darkspire. The young prince was tall, slender, muscular, and extremely handsome. And at this point in our story, I should point out that we have not quite mastered the show, not tell rule. Anyway, his face was drawn into an evil, sadistic sneer. He had icy cold black eyes and slick, ebony hair. He stared coldly through people. Nobody was good enough for him. The only person he respected was his general, Lady Sever. She was a beautiful woman with a slender hourglass figure and long black hair. Yet she was just as evil and sadistic as her commander. Her most deadly feature was her evil, burning eyes. They were filled with hatred and could pierce your very soul. They glowed with a sadistic crimson glare and cast fear and dread into the souls of those who looked into them. I mean, honestly, are they sadistic enough or what? Prince Darkspire was an enormously powerful individual. He drew his powers from the nectar of the Dark Star Tree. However, the Dark Star Tree had been destroyed by his father, the king, who sacrificed himself to the black hole that is slowly destroying the Darkspire galaxy. Seeing that his son was evil and corrupt and there was no saving him, King Darkspire destroyed himself, their home planet, and the Dark Star Tree to prevent the prince from ever becoming king. This infuriated Prince Darkspire, who craved the crown. Prince Darkspire gathered his remaining subjects and his generals aboard the Arcane Complex, a floating city spaceship on a course for a new galaxy to take over, since his own galaxy would be destroyed by the black hole. He built elaborate machines and computers to synthesize nectar. He only had a limited supply left, and he needed to find a way to make more before he ran out. He had discovered a way to synthesize the root of the Dark Star Tree, a powerful mind control drug that he showered upon his subjects to keep them under his control. Without their root addiction, Prince Darkspire feared a rebellion. However, with his supply of nectar dwindling, Prince Darkspire was growing desperate and impatient. But that was soon changed by a bizarre, deadly, twist of fate. Sailor Golden Star, that's me, plunged underwater and began to sink rapidly. As she panicked and reached for the surface, voices echoed around her. They spoke of a mysterious power crystal, the luminescent blue allium crystal. As she was drawn deeper into the darkness, strange symbols swirled around her. Sailor Goldenstar recognized the symbols as an ancient dialect, but she couldn't translate it well. However, she knew that she had found something extremely important, and she had to return to the surface immediately. As hard as she tried, though, she just sunk deeper and deeper. Just when she thought she was going to drown in darkness, Kristen woke from her nightmare, sweating, heart pounding, and gasping for breath. What a horrible nightmare! What was that uniform? Something about it feels strangely familiar. She stared out of her window toward the starry sky. As Prince Darkspire drew near the Milky Way, his sensors detected an immense power source, the luminescent blue allium crystal. He summoned Lady Sever and her daughter, Stella. Stella looked exactly like her mother, except for the fact that she lacked her mother's eyes. She was very beautiful and extremely powerful and intelligent. Well, of course! "How may we be of service to your highness?" said Lady Sever as she and her daughter bowed deeply.
"I'm detecting an immense power source in this galaxy, a crystal that will give me even more power than the nectar of the Dark Star tree. When I harness this power, I will conquer this galaxy as my own and crown myself king, no emperor of the new Darkspire Empire. I must have this luminescent power."
"I can use the sensors to detect the source of this crystal," said Stella, walking up to the large computer screen. However, when she tried to get a lock on the location of the power source, it kept disappearing.
"Idiot!"
screamed Prince Darkspire.
"What's wrong with you? Why can't you lock down the source?"
"It appears to be traveling at a random frequency," observed Lady Sever. "It never appears in the same place twice." I'm detecting something else," exclaimed Stella. "Something with the same power signature, just weaker. Maybe it could help us locate the luminescent crystal."
"Where?"
demanded Prince Darkspire. A picture of planet Earth appeared on the giant screen. That concludes this episode of Mary, Suze, and You. See you next time!